Cassia Faye Hayden. Welcome to my channel. Sorry about my hair. As you can see, I kind of didn't have a chance to do anything with it, or leave the house at all this week, or really do anything with my life this week, aside from do my one fidget video, which was like part of my slime. The reason why I look like completely like crap and like haven't been able to get anything done or go anywhere this week is because if you watched my my fidget video from this week, you probably know, but for those who haven't, I'll tell you guys anyway. On Saturday, someone broke into my my house through the window that I keep my AC in. Get along. And so they broke in through the window, pushed the AC down, pushed the window up, and climbed in. And then I guess they, like, once they got in, they realized I don't have anything to steal, so they left. But while leaving, going out the window, they didn't bother to put the AC back or close the window to either keep my cats from getting out, or at the very least, or like make it look like nobody did break in. I mean, like, you're not gonna know someone broke in when your AC's on the floor and your window's pushed all the way open, you know? You're gonna know. Because cats can't push open a window. I mean, they might be able to walk on the AC and accidentally knock it over if it's not in right, but they can't open a window. So, I mean, if they're going to break in and make it obvious, they could at least close the window so my cats didn't get out after they broke in, right? Right. But, you know, people who break into your home, they're never really, come on, buddy, they're never really thoughtful, you know, because they're not there to be kind to you. They're there to steal from you or do something to you. Come here, buddy. So, another person who broke in, come on, oh, after they did, is this little dude. Hi. So, I wake up from kind of a drug-induced nap. Yeah, the rest of the cats aren't used to him yet, so they're still in that territorial adjustment period where everyone's being an asshole to him, and he's like, fucking leave me alone. Right? I mean, you can't blame him. But he is very sweet. He kind of never shuts up because, you know, he's feeling defensive, and like, I'm the only person that's nice to him, because I am the only person here that's nice to him. Because I'm the only person, and cats are territorial, and they're not used to him yet. So, I can't blame him. I'd be upset too. And as a very vocal person, I'd be bitching about it too. Yeah, so I can't blame him. But it is frustrating because he's been keeping me up all night. Every night. Meowing incessantly. Psychotically. And it's annoying. But I get it. Like I said, I understand. But so, I wake up from like passing out from testing a gummy that I got from a friend, because my friend is trying to help me figure out which gummies are like the right dosage for me, because she knows I can't really afford to go out and buy them myself right now. So when she buys a whole bunch of them, she'll give me one of each kind to see what works for me, so I know what to buy when I do have the money for it. So, which is really sweet. I really appreciate it. So I was testing out a gummy that day, and it was a little bit stronger than I intended, and it made me pass out. So I wake up to the sound of someone jumping off my roof, which is how they got in. They climbed on my roof and into my window, because I live upstairs. You have to climb the roof to get to that window. So fucked up, right? So I wake up to the sound of someone jumping off my roof, and I because I noticed the window was open, I found 5 of my cats on the roof. I got most of them in, closed the window, all the ones I could see on the roof at the time, and I closed the window, and then I did like kind of a roll call. I've got my two Siamese, my one Himalayan, my one ginger, my 5 calicos. We got very, very pregnant Callie. Oh, look how big she's getting. She's got to be due soon. Hi, baby. And her 2 sisters. Stop it, Simba. That's what I thought. And then her 2 sisters, Spell and Triquatra, who are black calicos. They don't have any white on them, just the orange and the black. And then there's Spell's daughter, Guinevere, who looks like her. And there's Efreet, who looks like Triquatra, who's actually not really related to them by blood at all. Well, she's related to Guinevere because her uncle is Guinevere's dad. But anyway, and then, I've got my 2 black kitties and my 2 Russian blue kitties that I have all in here. So I'm doing roll call, counting them all up by colors. And then I noticed that for some reason it appeared that Drago didn't have a collar. So I was like, what in the heck? Drago, what happened to your collar? Did you lose it on the roof? Did you get it caught on something? So I turn around to go try to look for it, And the minute I turn around, right directly behind me is Drago on the bathroom counter with his collar on. So I'm like, whoa. And then I'm like, turn around. I'm going to turn around. Turn around. Like, why are there 2 Dragos? Right? So, yeah. So for some reason, there appeared to be 2 Dragos because our little buddy snuck into the house through the open window. And then, so after I finished my roll call from that slight little shock there, I realized that Guinevere was still on the roof. It took me 2 days calling the fire department and then getting help from 2 teenagers after the fire department left because they didn't feel like doing the job to actually get her down. I couldn't get her down. I was afraid for my own safety because my knee has cartilage that is disintegrating. It is not safe for me to be on the roof. At any moment, my knee could have given out and I would have fallen right off the roof. And then on top of it, I'm trying to cling to the windowsill with one hand that has carpal tunnel and one hand that has both carpal tunnel and tendonitis. And my hand gives out frequently, as much as my knee does. So my knee gives out 12 times a day. My hand gives out just as much. So I'm up there on the roof, both worried about my knee giving out and my hand giving out, which would both cause me to fall off the roof. And so the fire department, they come over after telling me it's not their job to do it, which all over the world, every city, everywhere in the world, every place you've ever been, it is the fire department's job to save and help animals in danger or animals caught in unsafe places. It is part of their job. That's why every time you look at the news, everywhere you go, there's some form of animal in some form of weird situation where they are being saved by the fire department. It is part of their job. So they're trying to tell me it's not part of their job. But they show up and So they have me climb out on the roof when the whole reason of calling them is so that I don't fall off the roof, to keep me from being on the roof with my disabilities that would cause me to fall off the roof, right? I shouldn't be on the roof with my disabilities. Now, if you have disabilities like that, you can't be a firefighter because they can't trust your safety on the job, doing all the things you're supposed to do, like going into a fire, saving animals from trees and roofs and gutters and stuff. You can't be a firefighter if you have such disabilities, which is the whole reason why someone with my disabilities calls them to do their job. So they had me on the roof calling to her while being terrified I'm going to fall any minute, which is the whole reason I called them, was so that I could get her down without me breaking my neck. And then they're putting the ladder on the roof and like banging it around and shaking it around, trying to knock her off the roof with the ladder. So they're putting me in danger. They're putting her in danger. All because they don't feel like doing their job. And then after about a half hour of them trying to knock her off the roof with their ladders, they wouldn't go up on the roof. They made me do it. After half an hour of them trying to knock her off the roof with their ladders while I'm on the roof trying to get her down, they decided that they gave up and decided to leave. And they're like, we can't put our people in danger because your cat's on the roof. And I'm like, that's your job. So you put me in danger and you put my cat in danger because you don't want to do your job. You didn't even try. All you did was take a ladder and try to scare the shit out of her and try to hurt her and knock her down and damn near kill her yourself, which is the whole reason why I called you, so that she didn't fall off the roof and get hurt. So, yeah. So there's that. And, yeah. So then as they were leaving, there were these two teenagers that walked by and, you know, they're like, oh, is that your cat up there? And I'm like, yeah, I called the fire department, but I guess they didn't feel like it. So the two teenage boys, bless their hearts, thank God for them, they scaled the house, scaled the roof like Spider-Man. Ash, get out of his food now. Ash, get out of his food. Get. So they scaled the roof like Spider-Man, and within like 10 minutes, they'd already caught her. Because they actually tried. They did the one thing that the firefighters wouldn't do. They got on the roof. 10 minutes. That's all it took. And it wasn't even their job. They were just nice people walking by who decided they wanted to help. I mean, nice, right? But so anyway, because, you know, he's black and he kind of broke his way into my house as a trespasser. So we decided to name him Onyx for his color, and Sassenach for, you know, him being kind of a little bit of an intruder, because Sassenach means Outlander. It's Gaelic for Outlander. So anyway, now that I've basically told you the whole story of my entire weekend and my Mother's Day and why I have not slept in many, 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 many days and haven't been able to really function. The whole point of that story was to explain that I don't have the energy to do yoga today. I haven't had energy to do yoga all week. So we're going to skip it this week. And, you know, I did have things I wanted to show you anyway this week because I got them in the mail. And finally. And because I finally got them in the mail, I wanted to show them to you. No fighting. Come here, Ash. Come here. Let him through. Don't you start. As you can see, Ash is trying to be the alpha dickhead male. It's normal for cats, but it's still really annoying. Really annoying. It's annoying. Don't ask why he's like half bald. He did it to himself. I don't know why he did it. I don't understand. For some reason he ripped out all his hair and just guess he wanted a mohawk. He's weird. He's a weirdo. The reason why all the girls have missing hair all over their backs and their necks and whatnot, that's because they're all in heat and he was trying to hold them down, and because he only has one properly working arm, he can't hold them down as well as he used to. So now when he holds them down, he rips out their fur. So that's why the girls are missing hair. I'm pretty sure I explained that in a previous video. But anyway, so my last video, I was complaining about how Amazon gave me the runaround about something that was, stop it, supposed to be in my package, but they never even bothered to ship it. Instead, they tried to replace it with mop pads. Mop pads that I can get for $1.50 each. Not even the same value of the thing that I was trying to buy that I paid for, that they replaced with mop pads. So when I tried to get a refund for it, they gave me the runaround twice a day, because apparently it takes 3 hours to 6 hours to 24 hours to get a refund. That never goes through. So they gave me the runaround twice a day for 4 days straight. I had to call them. I had to contact them on chat, because for some reason when you try to call them, it doesn't go through. It says that it's going to ring and then nothing rings, like, and then it times out to where you can't get a call anymore. So basically it says it's going to call you back. Like, it doesn't give you a phone number to call. It just says that it's going to call you back, and then nothing happens. You don't get a call. So yeah, don't bother calling. Just use the chat when you use Amazon, because the call thing doesn't work. So, so I had to chat with them 2 times a day for 4 days straight to try to get this resolved, because Amazon will not give refunds. They will tell you that they'll give you a refund, but they will keep, like, not letting it go through over and over and over and over and over again until you give up on trying to get a refund. Because that's their policy, to never give a refund. No matter what they tell you, their policy is to never give a refund. Ever. So keep that in mind. So even if they know that they owe you a refund, no matter what you do, you'll never get one from them. They'll just keep telling you that they're trying to process it and it never goes through. And they just keep doing that until you give up. So, yeah. But, however, thankfully, I got really pissed off and I was like, if you guys don't knock this shit off, I'm going to make sure all of my subs, and I lied about how many subs I have, because in order to get customer service to listen to you and do their job, you have to lie about how many subs you have if you guys have as few as I do, because they have to think that you have a lot of subs in order to think that it's going to make a difference on the business that they get. But this works on every company. Every company I've ever worked with. If they fucked me over and didn't want to give me a refund, all I had to do was be like, Well, look, I run a YouTube channel. All I have to do is tell my subs how you treated me, and then you lose thousands of customers. Not just my my very loyal service where I spend over $100 on you a month, but all of the service that you could possibly get on top of it from all of my subscribers. Thousands of subscribers. I know I don't have thousands, but they don't know that. So that makes them think, oh shit, maybe I should find a way to make this person happy. So even though they don't really ever give refunds, they figured out a way to make me happy. Because you know what? It wasn't the refund I wanted. If I got the refund, I was going to try to buy it again anyway. Because I wanted the item. And I didn't want to have to wait for it. Like I would have had to do whether I got the refund or not. I would have still had to wait for it. I just wanted my item. That's all I wanted. So, finally, they're like, she runs a YouTube channel. We don't want to piss her off. Maybe we should offer to replace the item. Why didn't they think of that first instead of putting me through the runaround for 4 days straight, pissing me off to the point where I had to make a threat? I don't like making threats. I like to settle things like mature adults. Like, hey, this never came. Can I get a refund? Or, I mean, I'm sure you can think of something that will fix it. I mean, it never came. You got to do something about it. Right? I mean, I was polite about it until they gave me the runaround for 4 days straight. And then I was like, look, I run a YouTube channel. I'm not the person you want to piss off. I only go there if I'm really, 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 really mad. But yeah, I mean, who wouldn't be mad after being given the runaround and having to contact them twice a day for 4 days straight and endlessly waiting on them to fix it? Anybody else would have been way more pissed off than I was, would have gone way further than I did. And, you know, to be honest, I have other shit to do in my life than just wait on Amazon to fix a issue that they screwed up. I have a life too. I know I don't have much of a life, but I have a life too. I have things I need to get done too. I can't just sit around all day waiting on them. Right? For 4 days straight. I have a life too. I know, buddy. I know. See, he never shuts up. He does this all night long. That's why I look like this. But anyway, so finally they decided to just send a replacement. So I finally got it! I finally got it! Yay! Yay! My breathing Buddha, and it's dancing for you. Okay. So, I know I can hear you. So it's got instructions in here somewhere. What? What? Okay. And then on top of it, I finally got my Kalma kitty. Yeah, and it says Kalma kitty squidgy stress toy. When it's gone, fur balls, give kitty a squeeze. Now this is from a series of squishies that are shaped like animals that all say really funny things. At first I thought it was just this, and then I looked it up and I found more and more and more and more animals, just squishy animals that have funny things said on their boxes, just like this one. What's the matter? What? Well, come here. Come here. What's wrong? What's wrong? Wrong. So, anyway, on the back it says, Calm a kitty, squidgy, stress toy, dig your claws in, perfect for stress relief. It really does say that. It says purr, like purring. Perfect for stress relief. Calm a kitty will leave you feline calm. Like feeling calm, but feline. See, it's funny. And so they have a whole series of different animals, like a whole bunch of different animals that have funny things saying said on the box. And I already clipped it so I can take it out of the box, but I'm keeping the box because that's the whole point of these, is the funny box. I'm keeping all of the boxes, and I'm really glad that it's a lot smaller than I thought it would be, because I thought the box was going to be like this big, and I'd have to keep a box like this big, because it looked a lot bigger in the pictures than it does in real life. So, I mean, keep in mind, I have tiny itty bitty little doll hands, because I am like this tall. So, in my hands, it's actually kind of small. In my hands, it should be like gargantuan from what the picture showed. But, yeah, it's a lot smaller than it showed in the pictures, which I am glad. I am always glad when the pictures show something way bigger than it actually is, because I'm tiny. Like when I got my drum, that I expected it to be like this big, and it ended up being this big, and I was like, yes, it's a tiny drum. Hey! I am filming! Stop it! Get off of her! Yeah, you tell him. You tell him, girl. Kick his ass. While I'm filming. Dude? Girl said no. No means no. Really, Ash? Come on. Anyway, so we got the little Kalma kitty. It's in a yoga pose, a meditation yoga pose, and then you can see his chunky little gray tail. It kind of looks like Ash, only it actually has, like, it. I mean, I'm assuming it's not bald. Ash, that's a boy. First you piss off the girl, now you're going after a boy. Get the hell off of him. Give me a moment. Bear with me while I kick my kitty's ass. Get off of him! Knock it off. The fuck is your problem? I apologize for that. Sometimes my kitties are assholes and it just happens. But, I mean, what can you do? There's only so much you can do about it. You can yell at them for it. Or, you can be violent about it. I prefer to yell at them until they push me to the point where I have to do something about it. I'd really rather not have to do something about it if I don't have to, because I like being a nice mommy. So, it kind of looks like Ash a little bit. Or Sage. Kind of a little bit. And it's squishy. I think it's got Nido in it. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like gray colored Nido inside. Like they dyed the Nido gray for some reason. Ash! I'm gonna have to spank him. I will be right back. Here I am trying to do a yoga video. A meditation video. And he's trying to rape his grandson. Get off of him! Get! Knock it off! Again, I'm sorry about that. Poor Drago. He gets this almost every day. If he is not being harassed by one of the other boys, they're trying to rape him. Poor boy. I mean, at least Onyx doesn't try to climb on top of him and stick his willy in his butt. Poor cat. But anyway, we got the squidgy Kalma kitty, the yoga stress ball. Yeah, see? It's got like gray Nido in it. So it's squishy. And it feels kind of like a Nido on the outside too. The skin is very, very soft like a Nido. So it feels good too. Like the skin feels good and the squishy feels good. And then, so we've got that to squishy while we're meditating. And then we've got this for when we're meditating. And so when I push the button the first time, and I'm going to show you, it'll go green for 5 seconds and then blue for 5 seconds. And green, you're supposed to inhale, and then blue, you're supposed to exhale. And then when you push it again, it's supposed to go green for 4 seconds, blue for 8 seconds, or is it, oh, okay, it's green for 4 seconds, purple for 7 seconds, and blue for 8 seconds, which makes no sense, because why would you hold your breath for 7 seconds and then exhale for 8 seconds? How much air do you have in you after 4 seconds inhaling, 7 seconds holding it in? I mean, after holding my breath for 7 seconds, instead of exhaling for 8, I'd be inhaling for 8 and exhaling for 4. You're right? But I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me, but apparently that's how it's supposed to go. But I'm going to show you, but I'm not going to do the 3 color cycle because I can't hold my breath because I have asthma and currently asthma and allergies. So I can't hold my breath. I might be able to hold my breath in the summer, but definitely not during the spring. So, but anyway, we're going to test her out today and for the first setting, but I'm going to show you both settings, okay? I'm going to show you both settings, and then we're going to test her out with the first setting. Or him, test him out. So here it goes with, there's the green. Hi, Trinity, be nice. Then there's the blue. Then back to green. I don't know that my camera's doing it justice. Back to blue. But, and then green. Looks purple on, blue on camera. There's purple. So you can see it on my hand. My hand looks purple. And then back to blue. And then green. Purple. Blue. So, shut it off for a minute there. And before we start doing any breathing, I need a drink because I just talked like a lot. I need a drink. What's the matter, buddy? Leave her alone. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. No. Leave her alone. She was just sniffing. Hey, Onyx. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Trinity. Come on. There you go. See, no one's bugging you. You're fine. Okay? You're okay. I know. I know. They gotta get used to you. You gotta get used to them. I know. But you gotta be nice to them too, okay? She wasn't doing anything to you. She was just sniffing you. Curiosity. But anyway, I need a drink. Apparently, I needed more of a drink than I thought. This is Diet Dr. Pepper, by the way. I can prove it. I have the can. See? I can't drink out of a can because it makes me choke. So, that's why I drink out of a glass. So, there's nothing in it but the Diet Dr. Pepper. It's just, I can't drink out of a can. I know, so dramatic. So I'm going to sit this over here so I can set this over there. Hey! Stop it! No violence in my house. Jesus. How do I meditate in a house where everybody's violent to each other? Chill, dude. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on. Alrighty. It's already at its green setting. Apparently I can make it brighter. There. Wait for it to circle back to green. So, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That's not so bad. The back and forth, that's not so bad. At least you're not holding it in. So that works for me. Maybe we'll do the 3 cycle one in the summer when I can actually breathe better, when my nose isn't bogged down so much by seasonal allergies. But we'll probably have to switch back to the 2 cycle back in fall, because my allergies come back, because I have both spring and fall allergies. Isn't that fun? So yeah, unfortunately, but we'll try the 3 cycle one in the summer and see how it works with us. And I would be doing a formal meditation with it today, but Ash, one moment. Again, I've got to save Drago. Again. Get off of him! Knock it off! Are you okay, Drago? That poor cat. You won't let him do that to you, will ya? No, you'd kick his ass. You'd be like, get the hell off me, asshole. Right? Yeah. He's bigger than Ash. He won't even try it with him. Yep. Leave your grandson the hell alone. That's gross. No sodomy allowed in this house. Nothing to the gays. Nothing against the gays. But, okay. I'm the only human that gets to have sex in my house. As it should be, because I live alone. So, anybody comes over to my house, which I don't have people come over to my house because I don't like having people in my house. It's a personal space thing. I feel like if someone's in my house, they're violating my personal space. Like, it's my sanctuary and it's the only place I actually feel safe. So I don't like having people in my house. The only person I feel comfortable having in my house is Sam. So that's why I don't have people over or invite people over, like pretty much ever. So a few people I do, they know who they are, and you know, they're the only ones. But I have yet to get anyone willing to take me up on that offer. Um, but like I said, I don't really mind if they do or don't, because I don't really like having people in my house. I feel when people come in my house, I feel like I'm being judged from the minute they walk in my door. And I know most people don't understand the concept of energy being turned sour in a house by other people's personalities, or other people's negative energy in the house. But I've noticed that when people come into my house and they have a negative vibe towards me or my home, or both, in my house, for the whole rest of the week and sometimes months after, I can still feel that negative energy in my home and it suffocates me. So I don't like having people in my home. But anyway, like I said, nobody should be having sex in my home but me, except for the cats. And you know, sodomy isn't exactly normal for cats. Um, they do it if they don't really understand what they're doing wrong. You know, like it's there's really no such thing as gayness in the animal world. It's either they don't understand the difference between male and female, or you know, they are just so horned up that they just don't care. Um, Gayness isn't a thing in the animal world. That's like a completely and utterly human concept. So, um, yeah, when Ash tries to molest his grandson, he doesn't really know what he's doing. He's just acting on his need to just screw anything that moves, because he is kind of like that in this house. He screws literally anything that moves. Every girl in the house he chases down, even the ones he knows he's not supposed to, because they're his daughters. And as for Sage, she's done some weird shit in the past, because she kind of idolizes Ash, so she watches him very closely. So for a long time, she started like climbing on top of all of the other cats and like dry humping them, not really understanding that she doesn't have the parts that it takes to do that, because she was really just acting after her role model, you know, just seeing what he's doing and then trying to act out the things that he does too, not realizing that there's a difference between his actions being the fact that he's a boy and her actions being that she's a girl watching a boy do something that only boys are able to do. So um yeah, it's more of a confusion thing with animals. So nothing against the gay community, but in the animal world, it's not a thing, and there ain't no sodomy or sex that's not mine going on in my house. I mean, how would you like people to come over to your house and start having sex in your house? I mean, I don't even want people in my house to begin with, let alone have people having sex in my house. It's not a thing that's gonna happen. I'm old enough to the point where I don't want people getting drunk in my house or getting high in my house, because those are things that I like to do alone. I don't actually get drunk, but and I try to really only get a body buzz when I do use what I consider medication, because I try to avoid getting high off of it. I don't like getting high. I only use it for medicinal purposes to get rid of the pain so I can actually get things done around the house. But anyway, yeah, I'm at that age where I don't party. I never really partied when I was of the age to party. I never really enjoyed it. Back then even, I'm kind of boring. I've kind of always been a little bit mature for my age. I never really enjoyed all the shit that the 20-somethings and the teenagers enjoyed. When I was a 20-something and a teenager, I wasn't really into any of that stuff. Yeah, partying just was never my thing. But then I did raise my grandma. I did take care of my grandma while I was at the age of 12, and she had dementia. So I basically became a mother at 12. So I've been an adult since I was 12, so I never really felt the need to do kid things. Yeah, like, when it comes to partying and ending up in situations like that where people end up getting laid in your house, for me, there's no reason for that, because there shouldn't be any of that going on in my house anyway, to begin with. Nobody getting drunk and passing out, or getting drunk and getting laid, or getting high and getting laid, because nobody should be doing that stuff in my house. Yeah. So, I mean, because I'm not a kid. I'm not a 20-something. I don't go around looking for parties and looking for people to party with me, or, people to get high or get drunk with me. I'm looking for, a quiet, peaceful life where I can, where I can have a drink once in a while. Like, one drink. Not to get drunk, because it takes way more than one drink to get me drunk. But, one drink to where I can have some flavor and, relax a little bit, and, just kind of wind down, and sometimes it helps me sleep. And, maybe a little bit of pot in the morning to take away. Sorry, I'm so itchy. But maybe a little pot in the morning if I have it, or if I can spare it, so I can, get rid of the pain, so I can get the dishes done and get some cleaning done around the house and get things situated and make the bed and, whatnot. Just, adult. It's hard to adult when you can't move. So, just to help me function. But I've never been the type to use it every day, because I don't feel like I have the money to afford to run out. If, I can't replace it if I run out. And, because I don't want to run out, I make sure I only use it when I'm in desperate need, instead of every day, to make it easier for me to get things done. So, like, yeah, I've never used it recreationally. I've only ever really used it medicinally. So that's my thing with pot and alcohol. Yeah. I don't actually believe in using it medicinally. I mean, recreationally, because I've noticed that the people who use it recreationally, they use the excuse of using it medicinally to get away with it, which nowadays it's legal, so there's really no reason to make an excuse. I mean, it's legal, so why people still sit there and go, I use it medicinally, and then smoke an entire bag this big in a day that takes me an entire year to go through. That's not medicinal. If you're smoking an entire bag like that in a day, then you're using too much and you're only using it to get high. If you use more than one bowl a day, in fact, I haven't refilled my bowl in months. I've been using the same bowl for months because I use it very sparingly, so I only use it on days that I can't move. And then on top of it, um, hey, on top of it, you know, I only will use like 2 puffs in the morning to be able to move, or 2 puffs in general if I literally can't move, or I'm so stressed out that I feel like I'm gonna lose my shit. All just for a body buzz, because I don't need any more than a body buzz. I'm not trying to get high off of it. I'm trying to get rid of the pain. Excuse me for the burps. I'm trying to get rid of the pain so I can function. I had burritos today, and I can't refill my acid reflux pills until I get a doctor again, so that's why the burps. Yeah. But, so, yeah. Just, medicinally. I use it medicinally. Just 2 puffs in the morning, 2 puffs at night, if I need it. If I desperately need it. Sometimes I don't even take 4 puffs a day. Sometimes it's 2 puffs, like maybe once a month or once every couple months or whatever, whenever I get to the point where I can't function and I can't move, to where I need some kind of medication to make me able to move. Because painkillers don't work for me. And, sometimes I just need something to take the pain away so I can move. Because my knee gives out 12 times a day. My hand gives out pretty much 12 times a day. And sometimes I can't even roll over. Sometimes my back hurts so bad that I'm laying in bed crying from the pain of it. And just shifting my weight feels like just my back is being electrocuted, like electrocution pains going up my spine into my neck and down my arms and into my down my back, down into my butt and down my legs to my toes, and just from shifting my weight when my back hurts. I mean, when your pain is that severe on a daily basis, and it gets so bad that you feel like you got hit by a car and your back hurts that bad, and every movement feels like just unbearable agony. I mean, I've been through childbirth. I've I've been through such severe IBS where I've literally passed out on the toilet. Seriously, passed out on the toilet. Passed out and fell over and woke up hours later on the floor after trying to go to the bathroom. Not kidding, not exaggerating. It's happened. I've been through that. I've been through IBS pain so severe that it's worse than being in labor, where you're curled into the fetal position with your arms wrapped around your waist, crying and knowing there's nothing you can do about it. I've gone to the ER like that. You name it, the pain, I've been through it. And my fibromyalgia and my scoliosis and my batwing back hurt way worse than any pain you could ever imagine that I've ever been through. You name it, I've been through it. But fibromyalgia and my batwing back and scoliosis pain is way worse. my carpal tunnel and my my tendinitis pain. Um, Almost every time I move my wrist, there is a pain that shoots from my thumb all the like from my thumb to this spot right here on my wrist to all the way up my arm, and it makes my whole arm go numb, and it makes my fingers go numb, makes me drop things, and it makes my elbow lock up, and like I've never felt a pain in my arm so bad in my life. My knee does the same thing. It won't lock up my knee, but it'll make my knee give out. Stupid app. I need to delete that app. But, you know, so my knee gives out because of pains like that 12 times a day. It just like loses all ability to hold me up, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I'll be standing 1 minute, and the next thing I know, my knee will just slip. And I'll stand up, my knee will slip. I'll start to bend over, my knee will slip. And it's a scary feeling when you're trying to walk, especially when you're trying to walk up and down stairs, trying to carry something heavy, and your knee slips. Oh my God, that's scary, because what if you fall down the stairs with this heavy thing that you're trying to carry and you break your neck? But I don't know, it's like, that's not yours, honey. It's like people just don't care. They think that you're making up the illness, and they just don't care. Like, they act like you're making it up or faking it for attention, and you're like, no, dude, my knee gives out frequently. I'm stable on it 1 minute, and then all of a sudden, like, there's just nothing. It's like, I fall. My hand's the same way. I'm trying to take something out of the microwave, try to cook something, take something out of the microwave, and all of a sudden it ends up on the floor because my hand gave out. And people act like I'm making it up. Like because I'm so young that I must not be as crippled as I claim to be. Because I look so young and so healthy. Well, I'm not as young as I look. I'm almost 40. So I'm not as young as I look. So when people judge me based on how young I look and try to tell me that I couldn't possibly be as sick as I am and have the disabilities that I have because I look like I'm in my early 20s, and people younger than me are trying to tell me that they're older than I am, and there's no way I could be that sick because they're older than I am. And I'm like, well, then how old are you? And they tell me they're like half my age. And I'm sitting there going, I could be your mother. And you're telling me that I can't possibly be as sick as I am because you're older than me and I'm old enough to be your mother. Because I'm short and I look young for my age. Well, I've noticed something. The people that don't look like they're my age, at my age, tend to smoke and drink and do a lot of drugs. I've noticed this. The people who are my age, who look older than me, tend to look older than me because they don't take care of their bodies. I've noticed that. Me and Sam, we take care of our bodies. We don't drink to excess. We don't smoke. And we don't do drugs, and pot doesn't really count because, for one thing, that's not really a hardcore drug. And for another thing, like I said, I use it sparingly. But I've noticed the people my age who look older than me that look like, to me, like they're in their 60s, but they're my age, look like that because they misuse things that make their bodies impure. So it ages them faster. We don't use those things. So we look way younger than people think we are. So he's in his early 40s and he looks like his early 20s. I'm almost 40 and I look like I'm in my early 20s. And everybody younger than us are telling us that they know everything better than we do because they're older than us, but they're younger than we are. Interesting how everybody thinks that we can't possibly be as sick as we are because they're older than us, but they're younger than we are. The weird thing is despite how sick our bodies are from autoimmunes, everything else, we're way healthier than everybody else our ages. Because we have really great, um, um, and I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, it's, the video's running on for, to like an hour now. And, I meant to make this short, but I'm really out of it and I'm really tired. And for some reason, when I'm tired and I'm out of it and I'm stressed out and the cats won't shut up, I tend to run on and on. Yeah. But anyway, I hope I didn't piss anybody off. Just, my honesty, my truth. If you don't like it, it's okay. Don't have to agree with everything I say to enjoy my videos. I mean, I don't agree with everything everybody else says. We don't all have to agree to everything just to get along with each other. Everybody has different ideas of things, different views, different beliefs, and, we can all work around those things to respect each other. We can all respect each other. But anyway, I am really out of it and I'm starting to get dizzy now. So I am going to shut it off. I hope you guys liked the whole point of this video, which was showing you guys the breathing Buddha. Hello, I am Buddha. I am the breathing Buddha. And I light up to tell you when to breathe and how to breathe and make your breathing easier so you can meditate and relax and be happy and happy, 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 happy. I'm such a dork. I mean, at least I'm dork enough to be able to feel safe being goofy in my own skin, right? And then we've got Kalma Kitty. Sup? I'm Kalma Kitty. I'm a kitty and I'm calm. I'm Kalma. Like karma, but Kalma. I'm calm, karma, kitty. I'm the calm, karma, kitty. Just sitting here, meditating with my tail, my floofy tail, and my paws out, like I'm meditating with a weird ass face. Yes, he has a bottom lip. Don't ask me why he has a bottom lip. Which gives him a double chin. My God, it is Ash. Has a double chin even. Dancing Kalma Kitty. and squish. Squish. But anyway, if I have dorked you guys enough today. Yep. Have I dorked you guys enough today? I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I didn't drive you guys away with my non-stop out of it talking. I hope I don't drive people away. If I do, I'm sorry. That's not the intent. Yeah. I just say the words that come out of my mouth. Like rush hour. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Man, nobody understands the words that are coming out of your mouth. Oh, those movies are funny. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to let you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and have a beautiful day. And let's not forget our card. We need our card. So today's card says, trying your best is all that matters. And that is true. Just do your best. Always just do your best. And that is a tabby kitty. It's a tabby kitty on there. And then it says, power of touch. Slow your mind down, close your eyes, and feel your way to peace. Trace a path around the thumb and fingers. Breathe in and out as you move up and down your fingers. Okay? Suppose we can try that. That sounds like a interesting way to meditate. And as always, I will be adding a picture of these at the end of the video. Well, of this at the end of the video. Not these. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay safe. Do your best to be at peace and take care of yourselves. And if nobody told you today, I'm going to tell you. You're enough. You are loved. You are appreciated. You are wanted. You are cared about. I care about you. I love you. I want you. I appreciate you. So, be at peace, guys. Do your best to be safe and be at peace. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.